Two-time Australian Open champion Naomi Osaka is determined to play her opening match against Caroline Garcia at the 2025 tournament, despite receiving less than ideal MRI results for her abdominal injury. Osaka, who withdrew from the Auckland final on Sunday after leading Clara Towson 6-4, was in tears as she struggled with the injury.
Answer your question honestly. But I mean, the MRI wasn't great. It wasn't like fantastic, but it wasn't bad at the same time. So saying all that to say, I'm pretty optimistic about playing my match. I mean, for sure, I'm going to play my match. And yeah, I've been practicing pretty well for the 2 days that I've been here. So seems to be going good. Yeah, I honestly thought, asked Stuart, and I thought he was joking when he said that. But I don't know. I feel like we haven't played in a couple of months, so maybe it was to be expected too. But yeah, I would say my relationship with her, it's definitely grown a lot. I can't say like we're BFFs, but I really respect her a lot, and I feel the same energy coming from her. And I also like the fact that we were born on the same day. So we have the same birthdays. So I can't ever have bad blood with a fellow Libra.
In the past?
Yeah, I think my mindset now is probably the most clear it's been in a very long time. Obviously, I did pretty well in Auckland. Like, I know I debatably lost in the final, but in my head, I kind of won it. And for me, that's definitely a new career stat because I've only ever been to the semis in tournaments before this one. So I'm really excited to play here, and I'm also excited to be here with Patrick because we technically haven't lost yet. So yeah, it's gonna be a good run, I think. Yeah, I mean, in that moment, it was devastating. I felt like it was basically like I could touch it, you know, and it just sucked because I felt like my body wasn't keeping up with what my mind wanted it to do. And obviously, I was very concerned about my chances playing here. So I felt like the best decision was to pull out, even though I really didn't want to. But yeah, it's also, in my mind at that moment, it was like an accumulation of losing in first rounds in 2024 and wanting and hoping to eventually get to a final. And then obviously when I did, I couldn't play anymore. So yeah, I'm kind of strangely over it now. Like 30 minutes after that happened, I was over it because I felt like I'm playing really well and I can only just keep continuing and hopefully I'll get to another final. I just trust the people around me so much, and I feel like their knowledge is something that I treasure a lot. So I just kind of run with what, you know, they think is best, and that was kind of my whole postpartum plan. I'm so sorry. You asked a great question, and I'm like, I did not give you a great answer at all. But yeah, I mean, after giving birth, it was definitely really tough to even run. So I do understand why people think, well, I do understand why it's very difficult to, I guess, get to professional level, especially after postpartum. But for me, I've also been doing sports since I was like 3, so it's a little bit natural. But yeah, I'm not the greatest person to ask. I do remember talking to Caroline on her podcast, and I do know that we had pretty good conversations, and she's also talked about her mental health as well. So it's that Libra connection once again. But yeah, I feel honestly like most tennis players probably feel the same things. We just express it in different ways, or we just go about it in different ways. So I meditate, and sometimes I listen to, I guess, water noises like rain or ocean or forest noises. And I also like to write in my notebook a lot, just to keep track of my thoughts.
Thanks, everyone.
Cool, thank you.